Another cool day today, so let's get the beach vibes going here. So take a live look at Grand Isle from the Hurricane Hole Resort and Marina. You can see beautiful shot right now along the Gulf Coast. Not much in the way of cloud cover over top the area and not much in the way of wind. Winds have settled down pretty nicely. A temperature jump is headed our way. That is for sure. Temperature roller coaster is the high today, 61 degrees, and then 2 days later, high Thursday, 78. So we're going to be switching almost from a winter all the way to a spring-like feel. It feels like in just a matter of a couple of days. So drastic warming trend begins. That is what is ahead. Watch for fog as we close out the work week. With these warming trends during the fall months, we can always see some fog during those early morning starts. So we'll keep our eyes out for that part of the forecast, especially as we get towards maybe Thursday, Friday. Hold off on any rain until next week. Forecast staying dry as we stay under the influence of a ridge of high pressure. So if the freeze maybe hurt some of your plants around the area, didn't get a chance to wrap them up or cover them, and you got to do some yard work, should be just fine to do that, as we'll have no chance of rain, and these warming temperatures are really going to make it feel pretty comfortable to get outside, and that trend even continues as we head into the weekend. Now keep in mind, Saturday we also want to go vote as they had elections taking place across much of our parishes here within the viewing area. So here's the upper air pattern. You got that cold complex here starting to move off towards the northeast. It's getting replaced by the ridge of high pressure, so you can see how the jet stream kind of comes up and over top of the deep south. So that's going to help bring about warming, also bring about that southerly wind flow to our area. Here's the next disturbance, kind of trough here to the north, cut off low here off the west coast. So the trough bypasses us towards the north, doesn't really do much to us, maybe flattens out the ridge just enough to produce a spotty shower or two for Sunday. But it's this disturbance that's really going to drive probably our next rain chance, and then the big trough along the west that does develop will swing our way as we go deeper into next week. So it's kind of into next week that rain chances and some unsettled weather may return to the forecast. So that's good news for LSU and Southern. They both have home games coming up this weekend, hoping to rebound their seasons here for the tail end part of it. LSU taking on Arkansas, kickoff at 11:45. Looks pretty nice, especially for tailgating purposes, and then into the game. We'll be climbing from the 70s and then settling right around 80 degrees as you head out of Tiger Stadium, hopefully with that victory. Now, as we take a look at football at the Bluff, they're going to be kicking off a few hours later at 2 o'clock. Southern taking on Texas Southern. You can see how temperatures are expected to be in the upper 70s and then falling down to around 70 degrees by the end of the game. So it looks like a nice evening as folks exit Mumford Stadium, again, hopeful with a win. So we take a look at Futurecast. We're going to fast forward to that Saturday afternoon. You can see a few clouds around, but keeping things dry. But notice our wind streams here, how we have those winds coming out of the south. So that's going to continue to pump in a little bit of moisture, but also pump in that warmth that we're going to be enjoying over the weekend. So by Sunday, a few spotty showers. That's going to be all that we're going to be seeing here, as you can see indicated here by Futurecast. But then here comes that disturbance, and you can see as it approaches Monday and then really kind of makes its way into our area by the time we get towards Tuesday. So that's when we're going to finally start to see some elevated rain chances, hopefully returning to our forecast, because we could certainly use the rain. So yes, 61 on this Veterans Day afternoon, 44 for the morning start tomorrow. So not nearly as cold, but still chilly enough that the kiddos will probably want the jackets or the sweatshirts for that morning bus stop. But you can see morning lows and daytime highs are going to be increasing ever so much as we make our way towards the end of the week, all the way to around 80 degrees by the time we get towards Saturday. But Saturday itself looking to be a beautiful day, so no excuse there to not exercise your right to vote for Saturday due to the weather. We will start to bring in those rain chances though early next week, so spotty chance on Sunday, then more scattered action it looks like on Monday.